ass, big back funk, sheen shopping, costume wearing, no good wigs having, that's sitting on live round about the next person got going on.
Teaching, scholarship, and research. Their use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal.
I got some big tea. You messy and you messy. I'm a little messy too, but this ain't about me. This not about me. This ain't about me. I know I got limits.
How was you well? How was you well?
Be sure to smash that follow button on all platforms. Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok.
Order in the court, order in the court. Oh, my Lanta AlVO came out of the gate. Came out of the gate. Now, if you guys have not been paying attention, Tommy and AlVO is back into it. Tommy did his thing where he do his judge show at night, and AlVO was on the dockets, and he was not liking what Tommy had to say. And so this is his response to that. Grab your popcorn, grab your snacks, because when I tell you the girls is reading down, they are reading down. Let's get into it.
And wait 1 minute, okay? I'm not here to destroy nobody, bully nobody, or intimidate nobody. I'm just putting out the stuff that you put on social media publicly. All right, y'all. Enjoy this clip.
Person got going on. You sit on your back, smell like spoiled milk every day, watching everybody lies, acting like people sent you in to gossip when nobody ain't send you nothing. You swearing up and down that you got everybody till you don't. You don't even know how to pronounce the correct words and the stuff that you be saying.
Just a reminder for the people in the back. We over here at Summer's Room do not condone any form of bullying, defamation of character, unproven facts, or unproven statements said about individuals. We simply report what was said so we can give commentary and give our feedback and share our thoughts. Let's continue.
You be trying to say these big words, you don't even be saying them correctly. Buka Butt, I'm so sick of you. Girl, you so worried about if I lost my apartment, girl. At the end of the day, I went live and told my business. I went live and told my business, said what I wanted to say. Everybody know what's going on. I already told my business. I already told my business, babe. I already told my business. You be so much pressed to run about what AlVO got going on and what this person got going on. You only got 1,000 views because you being negative. You only got 1,000 views because you talking about everybody else's business because your business can't even sell. You talk about you had your apartment, now you lost your apartment, why you went and go back to Houston. How you supposed to be the judge, ain't it? How you supposed to be the judge? You don't know why I'm not in Houston. How you supposed to be the judge? You can't find out if I got evicted. All you gotta do is search somebody's name up on the website, whoever rented on the property. How you supposed to be a judge? You can't even sit here and present your case. You supposed to be the judge. You can't even sit here and swear through the case and find out the facts and lies. Tell me, you big, nasty, funky, spoiled milk, baby teeth having person. You need to do better with your life. You keep talking about I was talking about your son. Tell me, I ain't say nothing about your son since I've been home. You talk about something I was scared. You said I'll talk about you in subtitles. Tell me, subtitles. Tell me, you meant to say that I'm talking about you subliminal. It's called subliminal, Tommy. Subtitles is when you making a title and then you put it underneath the title to support the main title. That is what a subtitle is, Tommy. You don't even know how to present yourself as a grown ass man. Better yet, a woman that you try to portray. You don't even know how to say correct grammar. You don't even know how to say correct grammar, Buka Butt. Y'all could go ahead and get the 200 likes. You don't even know how to. Why am I arguing with a person who's trying to drag me but can't even put the right words into play? Like, bro, like what? This nigga said I'm talking about him in subtitles. Like subtitles, babe. That's a what? Come on now. Come on. Like, come on, bro. I told y'all, it's all the women in his chat. Y'all gotta look at the people that be in his chat. It's nothing but a whole bunch of uneducated women supporting the uneducated man who's trying to portray himself as a woman that he'll never be. Tell me, you said I'm scared to say your name. Let me go ahead and say your name, Buka.
Who AlVO set him out for. Now, eviction is public record. So if AlVO indeed has been evicted, everybody knows his name because of his information that has been put out since he went to jail. If anyone knew where he lived at, then it would not be hard to go into the system and get the information to verify whether he still has the apartment or whether he's been put out because it is public record. I have seen several other content creators get outed about them having to go to court for eviction because it is public record. Now, I'm not telling nobody to go look it up, but if it is indeed true, if the apartment was in AlVO's name, you should be able to look it up, not unless the laws are somehow different out in Houston, Texas, which I don't think it is.
Tell me, I ain't. The last time I talked about your son was months ago. Tell me when I came home from jail, I ain't said nothing about your son. You saying that I'm trying to act like I'm fake spiritual? Tell me at the end of the day, the only person fake spiritual is you. You the only fake person that got on talk and got in your life acting like you trying to act like you finna support breast cancer for a like and a click. You the only fake spiritual person because if you was a real spiritual person and you really had God in your life, then you should know you reap what you sow. If you so much of a good person, you got so much God in your life, you should know that God don't bless no mess. Baby, you playing the God, you playing the devil advocate. Do you know what playing the devil advocate mean? Do you know what that mean? You keep talking about some I'm fake spiritual. Tell me, the only fake spiritual person is you. You the only person that get on here and pretend that you like God and you care about God. You want to be a better person. You want to be a better son. You go live and talk about the next person, what their kids got going on. You just sat here and said that this person need to do better for their kids so their kids don't be dead at 18.
Wait a minute. Did Tommy really say that? I need to know. Did he say it and what context did he say it in? Now, I don't be catching everything, but that's deep if that was said.
Yeah, you on live and with a wig in your head about to be pushing 30 years old. What about your son before he turned 18? Oops, now I'm talking about him. Make it make sense. You are a hypocrite. You are a grown-ass man. You are finna be 30 years old, sitting in costumes, trying to tell somebody else's business, trying to pretend like you a judge. You only person that can judge me is God. You ain't no judge. You can't even pronounce words correctly. You can't even speak proper English. Like, come on, like, if you want, not only that, you talk about something, you talk about real. If you're gonna talk about real stuff, Tommy, talk about what's going on in the world right now. Do you know that the government is shutting down? Do you know that the Republic and the Democrat can't come to an agreement? Do you know that they just shut down food stamps, so there won't be no food stamps in the month of November? Do you know Thanksgiving coming up in that month? Do you know how many families finna go without feeding their kids? How many single mamas who work a job, make enough money to probably pay the light bill, the water bill, and the rent, and use food stamps to put food in their house? Not finna be able to put food in their house. You know how many people who work at the airport that's funded by the government that's not finna go to work no more and can't not gonna be able to support their children? Like, if you're gonna talk about stuff, talk about real stuff. It's more real things that you could be talking about that's going on in the world right now than worrying about AlVO in his department and worrying about what Kayla need to do as a mother when you should be worrying about what you need to do as a father to keep food in your son's house. Like, I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I can't wait till I get back on my feet, y'all, so I can give y'all real content. I can bring y'all real awareness. Like he said, it's breast cancer month, but y'all know what I would never do? I would never get on here and play with women because I don't know about some of y'all. My grandma, she died from cancer. When cancer is a serious thing and a serious topic, it do need to be celebrated. At the end of the day, if you don't know why you celebrating something, you don't know the facts on something, you don't know something, you shouldn't acknowledge something and play with it. And that's all Tommy do. All Tommy do is sit up all day on live in wigs and drink Four Loco, playing with people and playing on these women emotions. All he had to do is say, I'm celebrating breast cancer, go right into being negative to make everybody feel like he a good person. Boy, Tommy, I don't have to sit here and make you sound like a bad person. You show everybody who you really is every day.
Now, let's be clear. I'm not saying what AlVO is saying about Tommy is true. I don't know. I'll try not to make assumptions, and I don't know Tommy well enough. However, I did like some of the things he said, generally speaking, about, people using things to manipulate others. That definitely happens. I definitely agree with him about understanding and knowing the facts behind something that you are going to come out here and talk about to truly support it. So I definitely, understood and what's the right, is it sympathize? I don't think sympathize is the correct terminology, but just all in all, I agree with that statement, that sentiment that he shared, because those things are sensitive topics and we should be genuine when we do it. Again, this is just my general opinion and not referring to Tommy specifically, but just generally saying, let's go.
They just don't care who you is because you the only one doing drama. You wanted to be Shamar so bad. Shamar bigger and better than you. Shamar living his best life. Now you look at you. You still laying on a bed being messy. Like, boy, you don't have no purpose in life. I'm not finna sit here and keep arguing with an uneducated man. You older than me. You're so uneducated. You don't even know how to say the proper words. Everything you say don't make sense. You try to say big words that can't sound right. Tommy, listen to me, sweetheart. To be able to say a word, every word has an A, a I, a O, a U. Everything don't have an S with it, Booker Bad. You need to start talking with a sliss and an S. Stop holding your tongue. Everything don't have to be said with an S. It's A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y, Booker Butt. Make sure you use those so you can be able to pronounce the words correctly, boots. You need to start talking with a sliss and an S and stop holding your tongue. Everything don't have to be said with an S. It's A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y, Booker Butt.
Now, I can't say much about that because, baby, I will tear some words up, especially names, baby. I attribute that to my Philadelphia public school education that I grew up on. I will chop a word up. But y'all be knowing what I'm saying. For those who know me and know me, they be knowing what I be saying. So don't get on here and act like y'all be understanding where I'm coming from when I mess up a word. Y'all be knowing. And when Tommy chop up some words, because he do, and he know he do, many people talk about it, we be knowing what he's saying. But I get what I will talk about. If you gonna come on here and chew me up, baby, let's get it together. No shade, Tommy, but you gotta agree.
Make sure you use those so you can be able to pronounce the words correctly, boots. Like, you, at the end of the day, you is tired. You tired, your career tired, everything that you doing is tired. To be honest, you ain't entertaining nobody. A whole bunch of slow, ignorant women.
Now, hold on, AlVO. Now you just went and bashed and dragged a bunch of black women because most likely that's what they are when you just spoke about how Tommy does that. Now, this is hypocritical only because in your past, before you went to jail, you used to read people down also, dragging them, and people could say the same thing about the audience that supports you. So come on, let's stay focused on the content creator that is coming at your neck. I think that we should not go into the comments and drag those who are supporting us because it happens on both sides. Like, it's wrong on both sides. It goes too far on both sides. Nobody's hands are clean in these back and forth internet beefs, and you all have people that support you through and through no matter what you say. So that can be applied to both sides. Let's go.
Who don't even know no better. You could be talking about real stuff. It's a lot of stuff going on in the government. It's a lot. They just stopped. They trying to stop Obamacare right now. Donald Trump talk about some Obamacare. Actually, it was more expensive. Obamacare really was how your family, Tommy, it's how your family and a lot of other people was able to have insurance and be able to be benefited. Now they stopped the debt, which helps also help a lot of black families, and not even black families, Caucasian families, white families. It's a lot of things that you can be bringing awareness to and talking about. You could actually be on your platform and telling people why it's important to vote. Instead, you want to be on your platform and telling people why Shamar shouldn't be successful, why AlVO was in jail and doing this and that. You keep telling people AlVO got a case. These people already know that. Everybody already know that I went to jail for probation. Everybody already know that I went to jail with Shamar. I went to jail when I was with Shamar. Duh, that's why I'm not in Houston, dumb. You just said while I was in Houston, and said you trying to figure out why I'm not in Houston, then said why I'm not in Houston. Make it make sense. Some you're so uneducated, you so ignorant, and you so lost. If I be ignorant, if I continue to be ignorant with you and be lost with you, then I'm always be in the same position with you on the internet. I'm always be where you at. We would never be on the same level. We would never do the same things, Booker Butt. Now I said your name. I'm scared to say I'm saying your name in subtitles. I'm saying your name subliminal. You mean I'm saying subliminal sending subliminal shots at you? It's called subliminal, Tommy. You could have just, or easier, you could have said I'm going indirect. I'm not doing subtitles. Subtitles support a title. Tommy, it's a title and it's a subtitle. It's right above the title. A subtitle basically sums up what the title is about. The title is short. A title can be good morning. A subtitle could be I had a very good morning today because, or whatever you want to put. That's what a subtitle is. A subtitle supports your title, Tommy. Booker Butt. They taught us that in elementary. Booker Butt.
Not AlVO out here clocking T and educating us. He done broke down the vowels for pronouncing words. He done told us about how to go about finding out about public records to verify information that we come on the internet to talk about. He done broke down what a subtitle is. Lord have mercy, the things we learn. You never know who could build you up, baby. You can find education in almost any place that you sit.
They taught us that in school. Some you watch over here like that, baby. They taught us that in elementary, boo. The read was definitely needed. Now back to regular pause and stuff. Let me get back to what I was doing, cause no shade, y'all. I was doing good another thing. I had found some real good stuff. I don't want to talk about it right now because I know what I gotta do. It's gonna take me a couple weeks to do it. I gotta do that. I'm not worrying about no Tommy and what Tommy got going on.